Milky Way may contain at least 100,000 Earth-like planets. So why, after decades of searching, have we still not found even a trace of extraterrestrial life? Some people say just because there are habitable planets doesn't mean there's life on them. But think about this. Earth is only about 4.6 billion years old, and yet it produced intelligent human civilization. Meanwhile, the Milky Way has existed for around 13.6 billion years. That's enough time for countless habitable planets to develop all kinds of life forms, perhaps even civilizations far more advanced than ours. Take Kepler 22b, for example. It's about 600 light years. Diameter is roughly 1.5 times larger than Earth's, and its orbital period is close to ours at around 290 days. Surface temperature is estimated to be around 22 degrees Celsius, almost like room temperature on Earth. Even more interesting, scientists believe it may have a thick atmosphere and could contain liquid water and oxygen. Think about that for a second. Suitable temperatures, liquid water, oxygen. Wouldn't an environment like that have a chance of supporting life? Tell me what you think. Could there be beings similar to humans living on that planet? For life to emerge on Earth, several conditions had to be met. Being in the habitable zone, having liquid water, an atmosphere, a magnetic field, and a stable orbit. These conditions sound strict, but among hundreds of thousands of potentially habitable planets in the Milky Way, is it really possible that not even one meets all the requirements? That seems highly unlikely. Some habitable planets orbit red dwarf stars and are tidally locked, meaning one side always faces the star, just like the moon always shows the same face to Earth. But 3D climate simulations suggest that thick cloud layers could form on these planets, regulating temperature and expanding the habitable zone. Even with one side permanently facing the star, liquid water could still exist, meaning life could potentially develop there too. Maybe the reason we haven't found aliens is because they're too primitive. Perhaps they haven't developed interstellar communication technology yet. Thousands of years ago, humans were still making fire with sticks and had no idea what satellites or smartphones were. Alien civilizations might still be in their prehistoric or early civilization stages, unable to send detectable signals into space. Or maybe extraterrestrial civilizations already went extinct. The evolution of life is full of dangers. Asteroid impacts, volcanic eruptions, nuclear war, climate collapse. Earth itself has gone through 5 mass extinction events. Civilizations on other planets may have been wiped out before they could develop interstellar travel. Another possibility is even stranger. Aliens may be intentionally avoiding us. To them, humanity could seem as insignificant as ants. They may not care to communicate with us. Or perhaps they're quietly observing us the way scientists observe lab mice, watching human civilization evolve without interfering. Humans have mainly searched for alien life using radio signals. But what if advanced civilizations no longer use radio? Maybe they communicate through technologies far beyond our understanding, such as gravitational waves or quantum communication, which we currently can't detect. There's also the possibility that alien life isn't carbon-based at all. Their biology and appearance could be completely different from ours. So different that even if we encountered them, we might not recognize them as life. Imagine compressing the 13.6 billion year history of the Milky Way into a single 24-hour day. Earth would appear around 10 p.m., while human civilization would emerge only in the very last second before midnight. In all that cosmic time, could there really have been no other civilizations? And remember, the observable universe is only a tiny fraction of what actually exists. There are enormous regions of the galaxy we still cannot observe. Somewhere in those unseen regions, there could be countless Earth-like worlds and countless alien civilizations. Most scientists believe that any civilization capable of interstellar travel would be far more advanced than humanity, with values and motives very different from ours. They might not have any interest in harming less advanced civilizations, but some scientists warn that aliens could behave the way humans once colonized colonize new lands, exploiting resources and conquering weaker societies. Still, there's no reason to panic. The nearest potentially habitable planet is still around 40 light years away. Even if extraterrestrials wanted to come here, the journey would take an enormous amount of time. Humanity still has time to develop technologies that could protect us. So let's return to the original question. If the galaxy contains at least 100,000 Earth-like planets, are aliens everywhere? My answer is very likely. The reason we haven't found them probably isn't because they don't exist. It's because our technology is still primitive. Our observations cover only a tiny part of the universe, and our understanding of space remains extremely limited. Think about humanity's progress. From inventing the telescope to landing on the moon to sending probes to Mars took only a few hundred years. But the universe has existed for 13.6 billion years. The possibilities ahead of us are endless. In the coming decades or centuries, we may discover the first evidence of alien life. We may establish contact with another civilization. We may uncover some of the universe's deepest mysteries. Or maybe we'll never find extraterrestrials at all. But that doesn't diminish humanity's curiosity or our drive to explore the cosmos. NASA is already planning next-generation exoplanet observatories around the 2030s. These telescopes could be far more powerful than the Kepler Space Telescope and may be capable of detecting biosignatures. Second siren of AI on distant planets. That means there's a real chance that within our lifetimes, humanity could finally discover proof that we are not alone. Just think. A few hundred years ago, humans believed Earth was the center of the universe. People imagined the moon was home to mythical beings, and stars were thought to be lights hanging in the sky. Today, we know Earth is just an ordinary planet orbiting an ordinary star. So, who can say that a few decades from now we won't discover alien civilizations that completely transform our understanding of reality? And there's one final thought that's both fascinating and terrifying. If advanced aliens really do exist, why haven't they contacted us? Do they not know we're here, or are they deliberately hiding? Some scientists propose the idea of a great filter, a barrier that every civilization eventually faces. It could be nuclear war, environmental collapse, asteroid impacts, or some unknown catastrophe. Most civilizations may destroy themselves before becoming advanced enough for interstellar communication or travel. Humanity itself may now be approaching that filter. To survive, we may need to advance scientifically, protect our planet, and overcome the dangers threatening our future. Only then could we become a civilization capable of standing alongside others in the cosmos. In the end, the universe is vast, while our everyday lives are small. We shouldn't limit ourselves to the tiny world around us. We should remain curious about the universe, humble before the unknown. Perhaps somewhere on a distant planet, another civilization is also looking up at the stars, wondering whether